Can you hand me a water? Can you hand me a water? Hello, hello, hello. Well, come on in, come on in, come on in. We're trying this again. The last Tuesday of the year. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Say hello when you come on in. It's been a minute. I miss y'all. Hopefully, y'all miss me too and can hear me okay. Trying to make sure that y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, say yes in the chat. Come on in, come on in, come on in. This is the end of the year. Are you ready? Are you ready for your end? Let's see here. Hello? I am. Let's see here. I'm just allowing people to come on in while you guys join me. Hey, Miss Perlina. Hey, Miss Perlina. It's been a minute, Miss Lady. Hope you are well. I don't know what this closed caption is, but I definitely don't want that. He's gonna think I'm crazy. But come on in, come on in, come on in. Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays from me, Tracy L. Tate, and the TLJ Professional Services family. Please put your comments in the link below. But I want to make sure that everybody knows who I am. So I am Tracy L. Tate. I am the CEO of TLJ Professional Services, where we are about all things financial. And it's been a long time. I have not been on the live all 2022. I miss you guys. It's time to get these Tax Tip Tuesdays back. Although we do target businesses, we do work with individuals as well because y'all need to optimize your taxes too. So let's just dive right on into that. Are you ready for tax season? Okay. It's here. Okay. January 1st is this weekend. What, Sunday? New Year's Eve is Sunday. Yep, nope. January 1st is Sunday. So, hey, y'all ready for the new year? I am. I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited about what we're planning for the new year, the information we're going to share with you guys in this 2023. And let's make it a prosperous year for all of us. So, let's just get started. So, if your financial statements are not organized, are not tax prep ready, you need to get one of these slots we have available. Happy holidays. Hey, Eric, to you and your family. Yes, yes, yes. Tax information to say you're on some taxes. So every Tuesday, you can join me for Tax Tip Tuesday. It will be earlier than this 6:45 timeline. It normally will be about 5:30, between 5:30 and 6. I was having some technical difficulties. So I had to come downstairs to my work desk instead of my recording studio upstairs. But I do appreciate you joining me. And if you catch it on the replay, type replay. So a little bit about me because I haven't been on live in so long and I have some new friends, some new followers. So I am Tracy L. Tate. I am the CEO, TLJ Professional Services. I bring to you over 35 years experience in business and accounting and bookkeeping, as well as taxes. I have been doing taxes for over 35 years. I started way back when we was doing papers in the 90s, okay? And actually a little before then because I was doing taxes since I was 16. So when I was working in high school, and I'm a class of 87, so in the 80s, okay? I've been doing taxes a very, very long time. and thus the Tax Tip Tuesday. So I have information for you for individual, for business. I have been on my entrepreneurship journey full time since 2019, and then the pandemic hit, but that's okay because we've been scratching and surviving. Okay. I have a master's in business, a master's in accounting, as well as a master's in public administration. So I'm here to share with you a wealth of knowledge. Okay. I just completed my continuing education because I am IRS PTIN, as well as California CTEC, which are certifications to say I learned about the new tax codes that is being implemented for the 2023 tax season. But this year ain't over yet. We still got time. So I have five, count them, five open slots where I can look and make sure, not just a review, but to make sure that you are tax prep ready. Okay. And will optimize your taxes as a small business owner, as a business owner. We particularly work with service based businesses, but we're also working with bars and restaurants. So we're creating a new division within TLJ, like we have the division about all things financial. We're creating a new division just for bars and restaurants because the clients that we're working with, we understand wholly what your challenges are, and we can help you achieve what you need to achieve in your goals. So, including making sure you have a business plan put together, making sure that your financial statements are in order, making sure that your cost of goods sold is where it needs to be so that you can be a profitable business, and then how you invest and or keep those profits where you won't lose money or give most of the money away in taxes. Okay, so we're going to be covering all of that in 2023, but then also keeping you abreast of any tax changes that come along because taxes can change at any time. There's a lot of new tax preparers out there, which give credit where credit is due. I take my hat off to you because the tax game is not easy and you have to stay abreast of your education because these tax laws change every year. So one thing that I seem to attract clients that have not filed taxes in many, many years, which I love because I love sharing my knowledge and experience with them. Um, let me tell you, it's okay. Number one, that you're not alone. If you haven't filed for multiple years, you won't be the first or the last. But because the tax laws change from year to year, and particularly from president to president, where you think you might owe, you might not. Okay. So for those of you who haven't filed or don't file out of fear of what you're going to owe the IRS or just hate those little letters, IRS or FTB, which is Franchise Tax Board, let me take the hate and fear out of your vocabulary when it comes to your taxes. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to share my wealth of knowledge and experience with you on these taxes. So not only will I present information for you on Tax Tip Tuesdays, I will also be here to answer any questions that you might have about a tax situation that you're dealing with. So I help and can represent you in an audit. I am not a CPA yet. I will be studying for the exam this year because people want to have those three little letters. Although I have the years of experience in the education, I don't have the license. So I will be achieving my license this year. It is a goal that I have set out to do and will accomplish. So I'm giving myself the whole year because the CPA exam is not one to play with. But I will be getting my CPA license this year. That is the goal. That is a top priority goal for me this year so that I can give you even more wealth of knowledge and experience when it comes to your taxes. So, for businesses, one thing that again I want to focus on because this year is almost over is to make sure that your financials are tax prep ready. Okay, so I'm dropping a link in below. If you're joining us via replay, please type replay in the chat if you have any questions because it will notify me of any questions that you have dropped in the chat. Please let me know whatever questions you may have, and whatever I don't know, I research so that I get you the correct answer. But for the review, it's called a CFO review, and we will dive into your books to make sure that you are tax prep ready. Okay. Make sure that you are able to optimize your tax returns. Make sure that you are writing off everything that you can. Okay. So go ahead and book that consultation, that CFO review. Everything that you do with me is tax deductible because I am an educator as well. So anything that you share or any work that we do on your behalf, we are a contractor, we are a business, and therefore we anything that you pay us is a deduction for your business. So get your year end review and find out if there's a way for you to save taxes and optimize your tax deductions. Now, it is not too late. Okay. Now, for individuals, same thing. You may not have financial statements, but you may be in a position where you could reduce your tax liability or eliminate it altogether if you do these last steps appropriately, right? Some of you may still have a paycheck coming on the 30th or 31st or even Friday, right? That you could change your tax withholding so that you can make sure that you do the right thing for year end and don't have to owe or have to pay. If you have any questions or if you're joining me, please say hello. I love to shout out my visitors to my lives. Happy holidays to you and the family from Eric Cummings. Happy holidays to you as well, Eric. I greatly appreciate you being here with me. Um, and I'm glad that you look forward to learning about taxes, honey, because it is not, somebody told me taxes is not a sexy subject. It is to me, I live and breathe taxes, but I get it, because people are afraid. But if you are an individual, um, and you know that you may not have had enough taxes taken out, there's opportunity to for you to reduce your tax liability, especially if you file itemized, and it really only matters if you itemize because they took away that $300 credit that they were offering last year. So a lot of the pandemic benefits and extras and the pluses and all that stuff, it's going away. Okay. The pandemic is considered over, so you will not have those same tax benefits or additional deductions and so forth that you had for the last 2 years. So just know that. But donate to charity. Number one, hello, Miss Gloria. Number one, charities rely on donations. Okay. So I have a nonprofit. It's called Beat the Streets. We're a resource center in Antioch, California for young adults ages 11 to 29, so at-risk young adults 11 to 29 around education, employment, and life skills. We heavily rely on donations and contributions to our organization, so it can be a win-win. It helps us continue to save the lives. Um, okay, yes, Eric, I will. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the chat, the link to my calendar, so that way you can just go ahead and book your free consultation for your taxes, and then if we also do a free look with taxes, where if we look and there's nothing for for you to get a new tax deduction or there's no changes to your taxes, we do not charge you anything. However, if we do create or prepare a return for you, that's when you will be charged our regular fee to amend your taxes. Okay, so we do a free look for taxes for prior years, or even if you do it this year yourself and you want to make sure that you've done it right, you've optimized where you can, we will help you do that. Okay, so take advantage of that. I'm putting that in the chat as well. So go ahead and book your free consultation. But because nonprofits rely heavily on donations and contributions, it's a win win because for you, it could be a tax deduction added to your Schedule C. Okay, I mean your Schedule A. I'm sorry, not Schedule C. Schedule A. They are going back to, by the way, where you could deduct 100% of donations. It's going back to 50% on the Schedule A starting this tax year, 2022 tax year. So FYI on that as well. But you can write it off. If you itemize your taxes, meaning that you do not Retired Department of Defense, U.S. Army civilian, 37 years. Okay, okay. I did not know you were a veteran, so thank you for your service, Eric. Um, but for your in for if you itemize your tax deductions, um, or itemize your taxes on your personal return, donating to charity can help reduce your taxable income. Therefore, it's a win win for the charity that you donate to. If you're looking for a charity, that's in the chat as well. Mine is beatthestreetca.org. Again, we are a resource center for at risk young adults around education, employment, and life skills. Beatthestreetsca.org um, to help them through trying times. And holidays are very trying for our youth and young adults that's struggling that are at risk. So um, every dollar counts, whether you could deduct it on your taxes or not. Please feel free to join our crusade and help us save our young adults and get them the resources that they need. Thank you in advance. So, but back to you, it could be an opportunity for you to save in your tax return. Okay. If you itemize, so people think that if they donate to charity, they automatically get to deduct it on their taxes. That's not how that works. You, as a donation to a charity, you have to itemize your tax deduction. So, in essence, you're only going to benefit from donations to a charity if your itemized deduction is going to be higher than what a standard deduction is going to be. So, for single, for example, single is 12. Last year, I think it was 12.5. I think it's going to 12.6 this year. Um, if you're not donating or if your expenses, whether it's medical, um, state taxes, um, real estate taxes, mortgage interest, those type things, plus charity, if you're not doing those type of deductions, more than likely you're going to do a standard deduction, so you won't really have a tax benefit from a Schedule A standpoint. However, if you do have a mortgage, if you do have medical that exceeds the standard deduction, if you marry filing jointly, is much higher, it's double, so it's 24,000, I believe it is. And then if you are head of household, it's like 18,000. So unless your expenses is going to total more than that, then more than likely you will not itemize. Therefore, you won't get that credit. Donating to a charity. So in that case, you are just being given from the goodness of your heart, and although you can't deduct it on your taxes, it will help and benefit um, the nonprofit of your choice. Again, if you need one to choose, beat the streets ca.org. We accept your donation in advance. Thank you. Okay, so now let's go back to the business owners. So business owners, if you have not, or if you've been doing your bookkeeping yourself all year, it would be very beneficial for you to get help and make sure that number one, that you classify things correctly. Number two, that you have captured all of your expenses that you can, because a lot of people don't know what they don't know, right? They don't know what they can deduct or what they cannot. Therefore, they think they can't, and therefore they don't track it or they don't monitor it and all those good things. Well, having a professional bookkeeper month to month will keep you on track all year long. But if you can afford a monthly service, then perhaps the annual review is the way to go. But it does directly impact your financials, directly impact your taxes. So you want to invest in your business. It is, again, a business write off, anything that you do with TLJ Professional Services. But it is a business write off. It's an investment in your business to make sure that you're able to keep the money that you make and put it back in the business the best way that you can, right? And not just pay it all in taxes. So I am one of those type of people that I strongly believe in paying my fair share of taxes. The key word is fair share and my. I don't want to pay your taxes, they tax, and everybody else taxes. Everybody needs to pay their own fair share of taxes because that's how our government runs, right? That's how our fire departments get paid. That's how our community hospitals get funded. That's how our firefighters get paid. So paying toward taxes is vital to the country running. right? And that's why you get penalized when you don't pay prepaid taxes, or they are considered prepaid taxes, whether it's through wages, your W-2, those are the taxes that come out your paycheck every paycheck, or if you are self-employed, you're supposed to pay quarterly taxes, those type of things. But all taxes that you pay, whether sales tax, property tax, um, income tax, all of those taxes is what helps the government run and operate, whether it's locally at your state, county, right? Your city in some cases, all the way through federal. So yes, taxes are extremely important. Um, so pay your fair share, right? But then secondly, people want to start a business to not pay taxes. You're not going into business to lose money or not make money. You go into business to make money. So the concept of I'm starting a business so that I can pay less taxes or don't have to pay taxes, it baffles me, or it that's not even realistic. Even investing in real estate and things like that, you're gonna pay taxes. I don't know why people think, oh, I'm gonna start this business or I'm gonna invest in real estate so I don't have to pay taxes. No, you're in those things to make money, not lose money. So you're going to pay taxes on any money that you make. So it's kind of one of those things. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Like your business structure matter, your bookkeeping matter, your accountant matters, right? And who you choose to help you definitely matters, because one thing that we pride ourselves at TLJ is that we optimize your taxes. We look in, as my man say, the rabbit hole, to see what deductions we could pull out that you may not have known that you could deduct, right? A lot of people don't think about their cell phone, but that's something you use every day. Nobody is in business and not using a cell phone. It's not even realistic, right? Or they're not tracking their miles, and in some cases, miles is more beneficial of a deduction for a business than just your out of pocket expenses, because you don't have major repairs on your vehicles. Now, if you have a fleet of vehicles and stuff like that, yeah, you might want to do actual expenses because you may be coming out of pocket more often, or even like with Turo, because I do have a couple of clients that lend their cars out or as part of the Turo game, where they have to do a lot of maintenance because you're letting other people use these cars and you don't know how they drive, and you don't know if they gunning, doing donuts or anything else in your car. So, maintenance is key. I see a lot of tires get replaced in that industry, right? So those are type of expenses that you can deduct. But literally or realistically, there is no one size fit all, even if you're in the same industry, because it's how you operate your business that matters. Okay. So having a professional to talk to about the do's and don'ts in your business, your financial position, and knowing what your financial position is before you make major purchases, things like that. Um, it's like having an attorney on hand, right? That is there just in case. It's like having insurance just in case. That's what insurance is just in case. Okay, same thing with accounting, right? It's just in case. Number one, if you get audited, but even more so, just in case you didn't capture everything, you know. So besides my education and experience, I do keep up with my education. I do keep up with my continuing education. I just completed that 2 days ago. I paid the late fee for CTEC, which is California Certification for Tax Preparer, um, and as well as IRS, because, like I said, tax laws change every year. And in order for me to optimize on your taxes, I need to know what those changes are, right? So it's very important to work with people that's knowledgeable, and it where people think, "Oh, well, it costs too much to have somebody professionally, prepare my taxes, or I could do it myself." It's gonna cost you more money if you do it incorrectly than it would cost you to just get it done professionally. So, one thing, as an accountant, as a professional, as somebody that kinda clean up messes, um it costs more to clean up a mess than to just pay it and get it done right the first time, okay? Because a lot of times it takes some undoing, which you got to know what needs to be done. If you don't, if somebody did it and didn't know what they were doing, you don't know what they did. So for me to come behind them and try to figure out what they did, number one, so I can undo it and then do it correctly, that's more costly than to just hire a professional and get it done correctly. Okay. So invest in your business if you are a business owner is vital to the success of your business. It's vital to business decisions, right? And your business matters. Okay. So invest in yourself. So again, for those that are just joining me or you catching the replay, I am Tracy L. Tate. I am the CEO of TLJ Professional Services, where we are about all things financial. I miss you guys. I haven't been on live all of 2022, but that's changing for 2023 because my community matters and I want to be more in my community. So, giving this information, sharing tips and tricks to help you optimize on your tax deductions. But I bring to you over 35 years experience in bookkeeping, accounting, taxes, and coaching, actually, and just business as a whole. I have a master's in business and accounting as well as public administration, and I am studying to sit for my CPA license this year. So, pray for me, pray for me. Okay. But I have enjoyed coming back on this live with you guys again. It's been a very long time, and I'm so honored to be back on this platform sharing my knowledge and experience. For those that know me, you know my caliber. For those that don't know me, you will get to know me this year, and you will get that know, like, and trust factor from me because I only speak from experience. And whether it's from experience that I've learned through education or experience that I've directly experienced, or even have experienced through working with a client. That's the information that I share with you. So, and if it's something I don't know, I want to know, right? So I'll research it. If you ask me something I don't know, I will tell you. I don't know, but let's find out, right? Because that's information that I would want to know as well, because you need to know, right? So, with that being said, join me on Tuesdays, okay, for Tax Tip Tuesday. I'm looking at the schedule. I want to tackle mindset because people have a certain mindset around money that I want to address as well. So I'm thinking about Mindset Monday, definitely Tax Tip Tuesday, and I'm looking at doing something on Thursday, maybe a Q&A for Thursdays or Saturdays, right? I know I want to do workshops on Saturdays and host events, virtual events, as well as in-person events, intensives and workshops and things like that to help business owners be more successful in their business. Um, I'm just one of those type of people that you give it away and you get it back trifold, right? I'm proof in the pudding on that. That the more I give, the more I receive. So I need to give more back on these lives, and that's what I plan to do for 2023. 2022 was a reset for me to really identify and hone in our services, to hone in on what you guys need, and then to hone in for myself what I needed, right? Because I'm no good for nobody else's, I'm no good for me, right? So that's not just my mindset and my knowledge and experience and staying abreast of that, but my health and my wellness and my peace and my energy, right? All of that combined. So I am looking forward to spending my Mondays with you for Mindset Monday, my Tuesdays with you for Tax Tip Tuesday, and I'll look at Thursdays as Q&A. Possibly, I don't think nobody want to talk about nothing on a Friday, so I don't think I'm gonna do Fridays. But I also didn't want to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's a bit much, right? So definitely Monday, Tuesday, and either Thursday or Saturday. Maybe I'll put a poll out there and see what you guys want to have. What's convenient for you, or perhaps I'll just pre-record some information and just play it for you on Thursday or Saturday, so that way you have it at your leisure. If you're catching this live on replay, please type replay in the chat. I hope this has been some valuable information for you, both individual as well as business, because you both matter, right? You all matter to me, and I enjoy sharing my knowledge and experience with you. So, this has been my live for today, my Happy Tax Tip Tuesday, the last Tax Tip Tuesday of 2022. We're going to bring in 2023 with a bang. Every Tuesday, we will be coming live for Tax Tip Tuesday on the various platforms, on our various pages, our various brands. So stay tuned for that. please type replay in the chat. If you are a business owner and you've been doing your books all year, or you don't know what your financial position is before this tax season in, we have count them, 5 slots available that we want to bring on clients where we could guarantee your end of the year numbers are tax prep ready, and then have an opportunity to pivot and move and make some optimization, tax optimizations, not just for business, but also for individuals. Because it can be that maybe you need to um, put some money in the IRA, right? Or max out your 401k, something. But our goal is to have you keep more of your money instead of paying so much in taxes, but to pay your fair share in taxes, as I stated earlier in this live. I am a component and firm believer that we should pay taxes, just not everybody else's taxes. Pay your fair share. And if enough of us do that, then that's enough to make the world go round. So that is my goal, to make sure that you understand how to not only make money, but keep money, invest money, and then have a great money mindset, so that you make some sound decisions in your business and or personal life when it comes to money. So it has been a pleasure and an honor to be with you here today on this Tuesday. I am excited to be back on live because, again, I have not been on here all of 2022. So you're going to get tired of me in 2023. So be ready. I stay ready. I always tell my clients, when you ready, I'm ready, because we stay ready. We don't have to get ready. Okay. So when you ready, I'm ready. Get on my calendar. I dropped a few links in the chat in this live. So first is the CFOReviewServices.com. That's for anybody that has a business, don't know where their financial position is, don't know what they think their tax liability is going to be because they don't know what their financials look like or don't have financials, right? Let us get you tax prep ready for the 2022 tax year, starting January 2023. And then another link is, if you want to give to charity, that is a way to have a win-win. Charities rely on your donations and your support. My nonprofit is called Beat the Streets Inc. We are a resource center for young adults ages 11 to 29 around education, employment, and life skills. So that would be very helpful for us. We do have a Giving Tuesday campaign that's going, so every dollar counts, and it takes a village. So we would honor you to have you in our village for Beat the Streets. And then whoever sex find love on the best dating site, get your tail off my live. That's so rude and disrespectful. Get that mess off my live. You're ignorant. Get that mess off this live and on the chat. If anything, it's probably gonna help the algorithm, but no, don't put that mess. This is about business and taxes. Where you get off sex fine? Come on now, get your life right. And then the other the other link in the chat is to book a free consultation for your tax prep. It is a free consultation. I will figure out how to remove these. Oh, block the user. I'm blocking the user because that's past disrespectful. Uh, Sex find or whatever the heck that is. You are now blocked. You will not be in my lives with that mess. Sorry for the inconvenience, y'all, because that was very disrespectful, in my opinion. But I don't play. I don't play about your taxes, but I don't play about business either. Don't come on my live with no mess. Um, in any case, take advantage of those links in the chat. Again, the CFO review services for business owners that don't know where their financials are and need to get tax prep ready for the 2022 tax year, um, and upcoming tax season. The beatthestreetca.org link for charitable donations, and then the link for Calendly to get on my calendar so you can take advantage of a free consultation for your tax prep services for both individual and or business. So it has been an honor and a pleasure. Again, I am Tracy L. Tate. I am the CEO of TLJ Professional Services, where we are about all things financial. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and holiday. Happy Kwanzaa. And let's start this new year off with a bang. See you next week.